Now, here we have in the figure one whole circle and 1/4 of a circle. Now, how do we write it? We write it as 1 plus quarter. 1 is the whole circle and quarter is the quarter part of the circle. Now, how do we write this in short? In short, we write it as 1 1/4. Now, this is a mixed fraction. So, in words, we write it as 1 1/4, or we can also write it as 1 1/4. This is a mixed fraction, 1 1/4 or 1 1/4. Let's see another example. Now here, how many circles, how many whole circles are there? Correct. There are 2 whole circles. And the third circle is 3/4. So how do we write it as? We write it as 2 plus 3/4. Now, this fraction, when we write it as mixed fraction, it is written as 2 3/4. 2 and 3/4. Now, in words, when we write this mixed fraction, we write it as 2 and 3/4. Let's see another example. Now, how many full circles or whole circles are there? Correct. There are 3 whole circles and half circle. So when we write the fraction, it is written as 3 plus half. 3 is the number of whole circles and half is the circle, the half circle over there. Now, as mixed fraction, we will write 3 1/2. And in words, we will write it as 3 1/2. Next one, how many whole circles can you see? Yes, there are 4 whole circles or 4 full circles, and the fifth circle is a quarter. So 4 plus quarter. Now when we write it as a mixed fraction, we write it as 4 1/4. Now you can write it in 2 different ways. You can write it as 4 1/4, or you can also write it as 4 1/4. Both are the same. Next, how many whole circles? Yes, 2 whole circles. And the third circle is a half. So how do we write the fraction? 2 plus half. Now, how do we write it as mixed fraction? That is 2 1/2. And in words, 2 1/2. Next one, how many whole circles? 2, correct. And the third one is half. So 2 1/2. Now here, how many whole circles? Yes, 1 whole circle. And the second one is a 3/4. So 1/3. This is the way we write mixed fractions. Next one, how many whole circles? Correct, 4 whole circles and a quarter. So 4 1/4 or 4 1/4. Next, how many whole circles? Yes, 3 whole circles, and the fourth circle is a half. So how will you write your mixed fraction? 3 1/2. Now here, how many whole circles? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 whole circles, and the sixth circle is 3/4. Very good. So Your mixed fraction will be 5 and 3/4. Next one. How many whole circles here? Correct. 3 whole circles. And the fourth circle is a quarter. So 3 and a quarter, or you can also say it as 3 and 1/4. How many whole circles? 2 whole circles. And the third circle is 3/4. So 2 and 3/4. Now we'll go with exercise 1. This is in your textbook, page 56. Now here you have to read the fraction and write them in words. We begin with the first one. Can you read the first fraction? The first mixed fraction? Yes, it is 7 and 3/4. You have to write the mixed fraction in words. Next one. 11 and a half. Can you read this mixed fraction? Correct. 20 and a quarter or 20 and 1/4. Both are correct. Next. 14 and 3/4. Next. Yes, 5 and a half. Next mixed fraction. 1 and 3/4. Very good. Now exercise number 2, that is also on page number 56. Now here you have to read the fraction, read it and write the mixed fraction. So the first one, 10 and a half. How will you write it? Correct. The next, 9 and 1/4. So 9 and 1/4. Next, 15 and 3/4. So 15 and 3/4. Next, 4 and 1/4. So how will you write it? 4 and 1/4. Next, 9 and 1/4. So how will you write? 9 and 1/4. Next, 19 and a half. So 19 and 1/2. Students, I want you to copy the assignment neatly in your maths notebook. Thank you.